Hey everyone, I hope your day is going well. I wanted to go ahead and talk to you today about homeschooling and how things are going for first grade for us. We homeschool year round, so we are continuously working and moving at our own pace that works individually for each and every one of my children. In particular, for first grade, I did a video for you all a few months ago about the curriculum that we were using. Now, fast forward, we have made some changes. And I wanted to really share today that we shouldn't be afraid to make changes if we need to, even if we really, really love a curriculum and it can be a really, really good one. It doesn't mean that it's the best for our individual child, and that's what matters most. Are we doing what's best for our children or just wanting to stay stuck to a curriculum that we personally may enjoy ourselves? So for my first grader, we had to go ahead and make some changes. We are doing Christian light education and a mixture of Rod and Staff publications. They are two both very solid curriculums, and in particular, I really do enjoy the emphasis on learning the groundwork for reading, math, and writing in the beginning stages. Those three very important elements that we all need in order to be able to build and learn all the other subjects that may come our way. Hey, I'm Dr. Monique Adu. Welcome to my channel. Here you'll find information about a whole food plant-based lifestyle, health, nutrition, medical information that I find to be so valuable for ourselves and family, mixed in with homeschool, gardening, and more, so that we can learn how to be healthy, how to follow ways that lead to life, sustainability, and more. That may come our way. If we know how to read well, write well, and therefore communicate well, and we know basic skills of arithmetic, we can even be self-learners, teaching ourselves as we grow and mature in the things that we enjoy and the things that we want to know more about. Beyond this, Bible and understanding our Father and His will for our lives is central to our homeschool. It comes above all else. So, moms, if ever you're having a rush day or you're feeling like you're not getting through what you would like to get through, please include Bible. Give them a passage that they can even memorize. Help them through. Answer any questions that they may have, because this is honestly the most important above all things. And then after that comes that reading, writing, and arithmetic. So I'll share with you what we're doing. As I mentioned, we're doing Christian light education and we're in the Learn to Read book. It is very, very stepwise and helpful in getting the student to understand the basics from penmanship, handwriting, learning the alphabet formations, and linking it, most importantly, phonetically, so that they can make meaning of words. It goes very slowly and incrementally to get the child to understand how words are formed through the sounds that the letters make. In the curriculum that we were using previously, which was also good, it really didn't take too much time with helping the child to understand these important phonetics, those sounds. We were using the McGuffey readers, which of course I have another video explaining those. These are books all the way back from the 1800s from Mr. McGuffey, a teacher and Bible believer at that time, wanting to give solid and rich curriculum. It is very good, but I think that it would be best served to use it when the child understands the basic phonics. If they can understand the letter sounds, they can then blend letters and then form words. So very important. And I have learned this myself along the way. You know, as a homeschool mom, you may forget sometimes how you learned or what important skills you may have wanted as that little kindergartner or first grader. First learning language, how it makes sense, how these letters make themselves into words. So it's so very important to get the basics down with the phonics components. I'll show you some example here in the book. Beyond the phonics, it also gives us some mental activities, matching shapes, going through each of the letters one by one and linking them to the sounds that they make. Linking the pictures also to help with the formation of the sounds. And just going through step by step, little by little. So the Learn to Read series comes in a set of light units from 101 to 110, and it also comes with various other pieces to it. It's helpful to have some of these pieces, such as the letter flashcards, which also help to solidify the learning for you. For example, it'll give you the letters, and then it'll give you a little prompt on the back. For example, Debbie duck. Can say quack, but can't say cluck. Just little statements like this to help the children to remember and link the sounds with familiar items. It also has some vowel cards, and it also has some beginning blending cards. So it's very useful. And I laminated mine so that it would stay sturdy, and it comes in its own box. The Learning to Read program from Christian Light Education also comes with your word cards, which you want to go ahead and continue to go through as we go along in the lessons. And it also has some phrase cards. They are helpful to have, but if you have your teacher's manual, which is a must, you will see that the words that have been taught and gone over are in the back of your book. In the appendix, you have the flashcards that you're going to be going through. So if you would like to save money and you didn't want to necessarily get the whole set of flashcards, the word cards and the phrase cards, you can use the information in the back of your book, which is already there, or you could even make the flashcards for yourself. It's all up to you. I highlight as we go along so that I'm reminded about certain things that we have to do, but the teacher's manual is very, very instructive and it lays every single thing out from in the beginning. And this course also correlates with your language arts, which is going to come into play around your light unit 105. And after that point, they could also do some reading curriculum. But you know best and you see how your student is progressing. So some people use the program just like it is and add in the language arts at the light unit 105, or you can really take this learn to read program through the whole year and then move into language arts to really solidify the foundation. It is so, so very important. In terms of reading, I have found the library to be one of my best friends. I can literally get really any book that I choose. I can review it, look through it, and I look through books very much so with a discerning eye because I want to give messages that are pure and good for my children with rich information. As we go along, I'm going to share some of the books that we use, some of my favorites that I have personally screened and found to be wholesome and rich and just lovely to use in homeschool. So you can tailor the program as you like. I'm leaning heavily upon reading library books. You can even download books to an iPad if you have it and go through the sounds, letters, and of course the wonderful stories that way, and visit the library as frequently as you like, reviewing and giving it a discerning eye. So the Learning to Read program was a big switch for us and it has been a great help so far. Now we're going to be talking about the other switch that we made. Before, we were also using a curriculum that was from the 1800s as well, very well put together, but not enough step-by-step information that some of our students really need. Me personally, as a learner, going through medical school, residency, and higher level education, I found it useful to learn in chunks of time and really with high impact tools so that I can focus my time and energies where it mattered the most. So I like straightforward information and curriculum, not with a lot of bells and whistles, and with curriculum that is practical and breaks things down in a way that is understandable and meaningful. So the next pick that we're using is also Christian Light Education, and it's their mathematics for first grade book. This one has also been very useful in that it goes through slowly from the beginning, taking your child step by step from the beginning with number one. And with a little bit of color, a little bit of more information gradually being added, moving on step by step and also teaching your child how to form the numbers by giving little interesting rhymes at the top and information. So the math has also been useful for us too, taking us step by step. But we are working hard on handwriting and shaping our letters, words, and so forth. So this has been a great tool for us. This math curriculum also comes with an informative teacher's guide. At the first grade level, of course, there's not too many instructions because honestly, it's very elementary. But what they have here, especially toward the beginning, is useful. But as it goes on, the information becomes more simplified, and I believe that is so because there is repetition and you're moving around into a loop, growing in the information that you have and adding and revisiting the information. So as in the Learn to Read program, there are very detailed instructions in the beginning, introducing you as the teacher. And these guides, if I hadn't mentioned before, it has your child's work in a mini version on each page so that you can literally follow along with your child as you go along with the guide. And that is very, very useful. It goes into numbers, gradually moving up in counting, adding, subtraction, looking into place value. And I also like that it does have some fun little release activities, dot to dots, matching. It has shape discrimination and so forth, so that you really build in many of the brain pathways that you need to solve arithmetic, because it's really all about logic and making sense of the information that you have. So it's a really well done curriculum. They also have some speed drills in the book as well, but I think honestly, you can pace your child as you like. If you feel like you need to do that extra work, you can. But really, what they have already here is so sufficient. So you don't really have to do the extra speed drills or even testing, honestly, at this age. I feel it's not so necessary. You really want to get that groundwork down, helping them build confidence and feeling comfortable. Christian Light Education also has many other additional resources that you can use, such as math flashcards. They also have my counting book that comes along with the curriculum if you like, and it just helps as an additional fun little book with some dot to dot and number grids that can be filled in as your child grows, and very, very useful for us and a big help. This also comes with 10 light units that you can complete throughout the whole year and then progress onwards. The levels increase and advance, of course, over time. So if you'd like, I can do a flip through of the book so that you can see it in more detail, but I wanted to go ahead and encourage moms out there. You're doing a great job. Focus on the individual, unique child that you have. If you have to change your curriculum, it's okay to do that, to back up sometimes. But give it a chance first, because you don't want to be buying curriculum all the time. That would be expensive, but you want to give it a chance first. Learn about your child's learning style. Know him or her. That is our job. We are still students. I'm continually learning, and it's so wonderful. to learn for myself all the vast information out there, reminding myself of things that I was taught many years ago, may not have even known some of the depths of what I'm learning now. It's just amazing. But learn your child, know their style, be patient with them, and remember these years go by so fast. Enjoy your time homeschooling. Take your time. Don't feel like you have to finish a curriculum in a certain amount of time. You don't. There's such flexibility and dynamics with homeschool. You can go in an advanced pace, middle pace, or even a mix. My students are a mixture, honestly, of levels. We're reading for history, seventh grade history. We're looking at some eighth grade levels. We're looking at a mix of things because it's all about providing a rich feast of information and suiting your children's learning style and accommodating where you need. I hope this was helpful for you. Keep on pushing forward in your homeschool and be blessed. I will see you soon again.